Your co-host Charles Pigg, and you're watching Pod Warriors.
Old Charles and Jared sip the brew. The Pod Warriors are rolling through. They laugh and chat with pints in hand. Two legends gracing every land. Oh, the kiss is goated, ain't no lie. Greatest duo, heaven high. Beer and boobs they think are cool as they make the world their fool.
That is the greatest theme song ever to a podcast.
That's literally what I was about to say. It's fucking fantastic, dude. I don't know what creative mind came up with that, but it's fantastic. I just love it.
don't know,
I just
but
love
man.
it. Yeah.
Happy New Year's, everyone. Cheers.
Yep. Cheers. Happy New Year's.
What are you drinking today? I got the Sapporo premium quality beer.
I went with an old one that I had already done and featured,
Yeah.
Turbo Reaper. I just absolutely loved it whenever I picked it up. Three Floyds, kind of local, I guess. And they make a couple good ones, like the Zombie Dust. And I absolutely love it. But whenever I picked this one up,
Still wanted to try that.
I never tried it. I never tried this one. And I was like, I picked it up for one of our episodes and I was like, wow, that's fantastic. So I had to do it again.
Looks like our audio issues are fixed from last time, so that's good.
We are the kings of technical difficulties. That's all I can say.
So the simple, it's to anybody watching, the simple fix was my end. My echo cancellation was turned off, and I turned it on, and there we go. Damn, done.
We spent like an hour last time, and I'm like rolling through all while we're live. I'm rolling through all the settings, like what the fuck's going on? No, it wasn't me. Turned out it wasn't me. It wasn't me the whole time. And of course, we didn't find that out until like the show had ended, and I was like, "Well, Jarek left. My echo's gone."
So I had to be. I was like, it had to be me. And then of course, when I got in here, I was like, "Yep, it's turned off." I don't know how that happened, but there it was. That was the first. That was the first edition of me being in this new spot. So
yeah,
and
congratulations on the new spot.
Thanks, man. I'm enjoying it. Like I got settled in, and Debbie's outside talking to her mom. So
not only that, I see that you got some curtains.
Yeah, so like even that hi Debbie. So these windows are like designed to where even if it's day out, like you can't see in, but you can see out. So like there's that.
Oh, so it's like one of those window, like those mirror thingies.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it. So technically, you could be watching all the ladies swim in the pool that's right outside your door.
Right outside the door.
You could have the curtain open, and you could be finger blasting yourself.
Essentially, it's cold right now and the pool's covered, but come summer or spring, I can do all
that. I don't know why my mind goes that way sometimes, but I think Danny talking about beer and butt plugs. Currently wearing one.
Is it glow in the dark?
It is. It's got laser lights. That's why it's dark in here, because I plan on putting a laser light show on.
There we go. I'm loving this place better. Love it. Not much to it, but I love it. I love how small it is. Like I don't need a lot. So it's just I'm in my living room / bedroom / kitchen all in one.
You know what one of my weird and fancy dreams is?
What's that?
Getting one of those van campers and like just traveling the world.
Yeah, dude. Like I've watched
YouTube from here to South America.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's kind of fun. Like, you watch those YouTube videos where they travel all the world just in those vans,
Yeah.
and man, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a fantasy life of mine. It might not be for everybody, and I'm not saying that I'm going to do it, but it's a fantasy life of mine. Like
Right?
I do fantasize about it for sure.
Yeah. Like it's being able to go and do things without a care in the world, without paying bills, or you know, no responsibilities really. You're just exploring, and that does sound like a fantasy world, but it's actually you can do it. It's just yeah, we
Yeah, if I could
got
find a way,
responsibilities still.
if I could find a way to make money from home, I don't know, I probably would have done it.
Right?
It depends though. Like my I guess my setback, which is not a setback in general, but what I'd love to do, the echo is back. What I would
Oh
love to do is like figure out a way. I would love to figure out a way to be able to build one of those giant ones. I don't know, maybe like I don't want a class B or whatever it is, camper or anything
right.
like that, but it would be nice to build one of those crazy vans. I got 2 kids. Like it would be hard to live that kind of life. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it would be, but
that's why it's a fantasy.
yeah, it's probably something for your kids when when your kids are older. Um,
When they hate me and they move out of the house and they want to start their own life and move to Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah.
that's very specific. Phoenix.
I know, man. I don't even want to think about it. Now, I guess it depends on their path. Who knows what type of school they want to go to or what state they want to end up in. Part of growing up, though, like I think one of the best thing that makes life worth living is like we have like as parents, like we're so scared that kids are going to fly the nest.
Yeah,
But like I want my kids to make all of their life choices, all of their decisions. One of those weird parents that like don't discipline when my kids make a stupid mistake. I just talk to them about it. They don't get disciplined.
right.
Because life in general for me life is about making mistakes. Because that's how
Yeah,
you grow, right? So why am I going to punish you for making a mistake? You've already been punished. You made a mistake and now you've got to deal with the consequences.
right.
So maybe that's not, I don't know, that might not be everybody's parenting style, but for me, that's what it is. And I think
Well,
that's what separated me and my ex the
right.
most was I just like, okay, Maddie made a mistake. Like, I'm not going to discipline her for making a mistake.
Well, see, I think that's the biggest that it impacts kids that more than discipline. Like, so a couple years ago, my son, he took some I don't know, I forgot what he took out of a store of the Tractor Supply, and his mom called me about it, and I was like, okay, let me talk to him. So I said, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go back to that store. You're going to return what you stole, and you were going to apologize to that man or whoever's working that day. You will apologize to them. And that he broke down and cried like I didn't say he was grounded or he nothing like you. I was like that's what you're going to do. It humbled him. Like you took something, you're going to go out and return it and apologize. And from what I was told, he went and did it. And I think the guy that was working that day kind of got confused because I mean they didn't know. Like it was just something small. Like oh okay, like it's okay. But like the fact that I made him go do that, that was more
Right.
impactful than any discipline could ever do.
Yeah.
Because that's the consequence.
But I mean, obviously, I'm not saying that you shouldn't discipline your kids, and I'm not saying that I don't discipline my kids.
Right,
But it's
right.
like I was a kid, grew up without a father, so there was not a whole lot of discipline in the household.
Yeah.
So like everything my older brother did and my younger brother did, like I was just like, wow, you guys are fucking stupid, bro. Like, and for me, it was just like, what can I get away with and what can't I get away with? So I did some stupid shit. I think we all have, maybe, that might be part of growing, but like at the end of the day, for me, it was like every mistake that I made, like, made me who I am today.
Yeah.
And that's what I would love to just, I guess, put pressure on my children and let them understand, learn, and grow from that perspective. Like they just gotta do it. They just gotta make their own mistakes.
Yeah.
Gotta make their own choices because they're only kids for so long. So
Right.
as soon as you start school, then all of a sudden you're out of school, you start work. It's like, just be a kid, make all the mistakes you want. I'm not going to discipline you for making mistakes. I don't know.
Exactly.
Maybe that's just me. Just saying.
No, it's a good way to go about it. I mean, like it's not gentle parenting. It's just kind of letting them to, if they ask for advice, you give it to them. You don't. But I think that's more value than doing always discipline. Like if you discipline
for sure.
every little thing, then it's not going to be impactful. Got that Dollar Tree Wi-Fi going on. I don't know if it's mine or
that is New Year. That's a New Year's resolution of mine. Like legitimately getting that fixed.
Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, I pay a shit ton of money.
Right.
And it gets good speed, like good upload, good download.
Right.
I should never have a problem. Never have a problem. I would love to talk shit about the company that Spectrum. Fucking pieces of shit, dude. I don't know what else, dude. I don't know what else to say. They are fucking terrible. I pay too much. To be honest with you, I pay too much, and it gives me good speed, so I shouldn't have any issues. Not at all.
Isn't that formerly Suddenlink?
I don't know.
I think they used to be.
I don't know.
Suddenlink always sucked ass. Well, maybe that's why. Because Suddenlink I always had issues with, and then I think they changed it to Spectrum. And yeah, just because you change the name, you still suck.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's totally. It's mine probably, but like at the end of the day, it's like I don't know why I have issues. I am going to rectify it. I'm going to rectify it, and then I'm going to go out of this company with a bang. They're going to hear from me, dude. They're going to get the emails. They're going to get the Yelp reviews. They're going to get the Google reviews. I'm going to send pictures.
So you're going to go full Karen, or is it the male version? Kyle.
Something like that.
Do it. Maybe you'll get some free Wi-Fi for a month.
I'm gonna fix it, bro. I don't even know if they're stealing my Wi-Fi, to be honest with you. It's like, because, okay, so a typical speed test that I do, right? Wi-Fi, not even hardwired, just Wi-Fi. 170 download, 80 upload. How do I have any issues? How? That's good. That's good speed.
It's good speed, and you pay what, 150?
It's good speed. 200.
Really?
But not just for Wi-Fi though. Like, because I do I got cable or whatever. So it's like a bundle.
Still, that's a lot.
It's fucking expensive, dude. You fucking 5 phones from Verizon for that price.
Right? And you don't need cable anymore, man. Like, this is all about streaming services now. Telling the hell out of there, man.
I don't know. We just legitimately live in one of those areas where, like, it's not a big monopoly for who has Wi-Fi availability. So,
right.
It's terrible.
What are we
drinking? I am drinking 3 Floyds. Turbo Reaper. I've already featured this one, but I fucking loved it whenever I got it, so I just figured I'll bring in the new year with this one.
I'm drinking Sapporo, the Japanese beer.
Oh,
That's what I like to drink when I go to
beer.
like the steakhouses, Japanese steakhouses. That's what I drink.
How many devices are currently connected? So I turned off all of my other devices, like my phone's not connected to the Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
So there are 2 tablets and 1 TV connected currently, and this computer. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'll never be able to understand it, but it is what it is. The household has cable. I don't even watch TV. So I live in a 2-story home, and my grandmother lives upstairs, and I live on the first floor apartment. So it's 2 apartments, right? And they use cable. So, and then of course I pay for just one bill. Figured it's easy that way for the whole household to get internet access. And she's got to have Fox News, so I just make it a point to let her have cable.
Sorry, my job's calling me, but it's literally down the road. I'm like, what's up?
Danny, just I don't even know what else to say. I was gonna roast you, but I'm not gonna. It's new year, new me. I promised that I wouldn't bully my friends, and I'm gonna make it a point.
All right,
That's totally her choice, bro. Because I offered to live up there. It is what it is.
Even when I'm off, it never stops.
What, with work?
Yeah.
Me either, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I do not have an off day. I don't have an off day.
This is my first
Although
off
I
day.
make it a point, though. Wow. I make it a point, though, like, with my line of work, I'm not going to divulge all the details, but after a certain period of the day, you're not getting a call or a text back from me. Like,
right.
I got to have, like, job and house work-life balance,
Right. What's funny is that I really don't have that choice if I'm home, because I'm literally I'm walking distance from my work, so they know where I live. If they really need to get a hold of me, they can just show up at my door. I don't get a sick day. I won't get a snow day ever. It's fine.
So, Jess, you brought this up in the group chat, and I remember asking you what you were doing, like on the 22nd or whatever of November, and you totally ignored me. So fuck off. just flat out fuck off.
Oh my god.
I do not typically make New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just try to be a better person and grow every year. Yeah. Unfortunately, for like the last 10, all I've done is I've just backslid. I've just become like a more deviant than the year prior.
I don't ever like any resolution I ever make, I never stick to. But I will say, like, I would love for this podcast to grow. Like, the more we do, and I would love that. I'm just gonna keep the grind going for what I've been doing here, and but yeah, I would just love to grow this podcast. I feel like we can do big things.
Oh, it'll be fun. It'll be exciting. Yeah, I totally agree with that. If I was being honest, like, some of my New Year's resolution is, what I would absolutely love to do is I would love to be a full-time father. and I would love to make that change. And moving in the new year, I'm going to do everything that I possibly can and everything in my power to become the sole provider in my household for my kids. I think that it would be, I don't know, I'm putting this out there on the internet, so obviously the internet lasts forever, and she could potentially use it against me. But the realest portion of like my life is like, when it comes to it, I love being a dad. I could give away everything. It wouldn't matter what it is. I could give it all away tomorrow and just focus on being a father. And to me, that would be the ultimate goal, is to just make this year nothing more than just about them, and become the full-time custodial parent of children.
I believe you can do that, and from what you've told me about what you got going on in your work life, like I think that will be able to happen.
It's exciting, and I'm looking forward to like a lot of the things that I got going on right now.
Yeah.
I don't lose sleep over things like that, though. You know, like, it was awesome to be able to only be here for 9 months, get a promotion, be in this position for a year, and then to offer me another position. Like, great. I'm perfectly awesome and enjoying that portion of it. But like, I could give it away all tomorrow, and just work at Burger King, you know, flipping Whoppers. The only thing that I truly care about is just, I love spending time with my babies. I mean, you know, maybe that's it.
Yeah, I miss my babies too. But matter of fact, I'll probably call them when I'm done, when we get off the podcast. But you know, my son is a old soul. Like he wanted something with Johnny Cash. So I got him a metal decor that he can hang on his wall of Johnny Cash. My son's 13. So I'm like, I raised him
into a burning ring of fire. No, I don't know, man. Like, I don't think there's two dads out there in the world that care more about their kids than me and you. Probably 4 others, but that's about it. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know. I can't go back to being a dick. Like, I'm a softie for my babies. Like that. That's just it. That's just all there is to it. I noticed that Jess, you totally skipped out on my response to this, so we're just gonna go ahead and let that slide.
Yeah, no response to that.
Bitch.
So she's still skipping over it. Talking about you should sue the lady that hit you in the parking lot.
I don't even remember her name, dude. But that was crazy. That was a good time for me, dude.
There you go.
I've had a couple of positions. So one of my I've obviously had enough liquid courage to just get into it. So I'm just gonna do it. Okay?
Do it.
I shouldn't have pre-gamed. No, like, okay, so way back in the day, I used to work for this company. Not going to divulge any information, but I used to make $1,500 a week after taxes. And I put a lot of effort into my current family at the time. Didn't have any children at the time, but I paid for some schooling. I bought 2 cars, and we had a baby. And to me, that was life. Like, I was super excited. My goal in my relationship was I wanted to have 6 children. Okay, maybe that's not for everybody, but I was making a fucking killing for somebody that dropped out in the 10th grade. $1,500 a week without an education. I don't know too many people that was doing that. So I
Oh, no.
allowed this lady to totally convince me that I was making the wrong choice. Working that much was like a detriment to our relationship. Like I needed to spend more time at home. So she talked me into quitting that job. But we didn't have any debt because I had already paid it all off.
Yeah.
I paid cash. I paid cash for a car, costing me 20 grand for a car.
Nice.
We did all that kind of stuff, lived our lives, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, you know what? Maybe she's right. I'm just gonna dump all of my effort that I put in and just go and get another job because I'm like, I'm gonna be able to have a happier, healthier home life. I can sacrifice pay for a happier, healthier home life.
Right.
So I did that. And then I'm like, I fucking hate this job, dude. I hate it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to quit. I had invested so much time and energy in my other company. I was like, I'm gonna just give it up. I'm gonna just give it up. So I did all that, went and joined my brother in a handyman position.
Yeah.
And it's not that I didn't want to work with my brother. Like I loved working with him, but it was just this is not what I want to do. It's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
So I gave up working at my other company, went and worked with my brother. Those were the best 5 years of my life. I loved working with him, but it just wasn't what I wanted to do. I was completely unhappy, right? And then after she left or whatever, which I'm not going to get into. After she left, I was like, well, why am I going to continue doing something that I don't want to do when I love doing what I did? I'm going to go back to that field. I'm going to go back to that industry. And so that's what I did. Like made that choice. And I'm happy that I made that choice, but like at the end of the day, like I sacrificed 5 years of my life, and I don't think anybody should ever do that.
Yeah.
If you have to sacrifice for your spouse, you sacrifice time, energy, effort, love. You pick up the 90 when they can only give you 10. You give 10 and they give 90 whenever you're feeling down and depressed, whatever, that was what
Yeah.
it is. Don't sacrifice who you are. Don't sacrifice what you love, because what you love and who you are, you will ultimately lose yourself in that type of environment.
Yeah.
And because you lose yourself, now you don't know who in the fuck you are. So
Right.
you start neglecting the relationship, you start neglecting friendships. You're unhappy, you're depressed.
Yeah.
All these kind of things, right? That was my biggest regret, my biggest hatred. It had nothing to do with her. Had everything to do with me. I gave it all up and sacrificed it all for her. And ultimately, all I did was punish myself because I'm like, I'm not living up to my potential. I'm not working in the industry that I want to work in. I don't have the career option that I want to have. So all of that, I went back to the career option that I love. And in less than 2 years, they're offering me 2 separate positions. I started from the bottom, only been there for 9 months. They promoted me. I doubled my rate and pay. Now they're offering me another position, which can potentially double my rate and pay. Stop
I love that for you.
Stop like holding yourself down and like just sacrificing everything for the other person, because fireworks are going off. Make all the sacrifices for your significant other, for sure, but don't sacrifice yourself. Don't sacrifice who you are, who you're meant to be, your loves, your interests. Don't sacrifice that. That was the biggest mistake I think I ever made. I mean,
Oh no, I can relate. So let me piggyback off of that. So I went to college, right? I got a 4-year degree.
I didn't see that. Sorry, bro. I'm not
No,
flipping you off.
no, I know what you were doing.
Look, Becky did not deserve for me to sue her. Okay, just saying.
Not a lot of people could stand you 2 years ago, but look where we're at now.
You know what I'm saying?
The ones that you got to get
Now
to know.
now she wants to take me on a date to get burgers, bro.
Right.
Which I already agreed to, and she totally blew me off. So
Yeah,
fuck her,
bro. So I was a college graduate. You know, I graduated with a bachelor's of mass communications. I wanted to do sports broadcasting at the time. Now, locally, where I was at, it doesn't make a lot of money, but you know, like I feel like I could have moved up and moved to a different market. You know, I was wanting to do all that, but the mother of my children at the time said it wasn't enough to provide for both of us. You know, so I quit pursuing that, and then I started working at the prison. I became a correctional officer because it was enough to provide for both of us. And you know, I kind of regret it. I don't regret all the, you know, I don't regret everything I do, but I kind of regret not pursuing that further. Um, Now, granted, I did get a good job. Eventually, I've already left that one, but like, it wasn't what I wanted to do. I made more money than I ever could imagine, but it was something I didn't want to do, but I did. Um, and now I'm in a field where I like, you know, I don't mind it, but this is why I do this because it gives me my outlet that I've always wanted to do. But if I really would want to pursue what I really wanted to do at the time, I think I could have been further in the field that I wanted to be in, and so I did sacrifice myself for, you know, just, you know, oh well, for love, whatever, you know, so I could provide for her. And you know, she had a degree too in nursing, so it's not like we would have been hurting for money. But you know, I sacrificed my dreams for all that, so I relate. I did do that, and it's, you know, that was I graduated college in December of 2009. That was 15 years ago.
I think the big thing that comes up is like, if you could go back in time, would you change things? There's a lot of things I would change. I would have made all the same sacrifices. I would have done it because I thought that that's what my family needed at the time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't have any regrets for doing what I did. So
Yeah.
I'm obviously I want to make that clear. Like I would have done it all over again because I thought that I was making the right choices.
Right.
Thought
Right.
that I
Right.
was making the right decisions. And while I took a massive pay cut to do what I did and go to work at another company, I would have done it all over again. But what I learned from that is you can sacrifice everything. You can sacrifice everything. You can give your entire life for another person, and it's not going to matter. It's not going to change the outcome of your relationships. It's not going to change any other outcome.
Yeah.
I don't have any regrets. Like, legitimately, I would do all the same things over again.
Yeah, I couldn't fully
There's
regret.
a lot of things that I would change. There's a lot of things that I would change, but I thought I was doing the right thing.
Yeah, I
But
can't
like,
regret fully either.
oddly enough, do you know what I wanted to do for a career path in my past?
What'd you want to do?
So when I met my ex, we knew each other for 13 years. We lived together for 11. And when we met, I was consistently with recruiters, and I was trying to join the military.
That's right.
And when we first met, she was like, she talked me out of it. She was like, why would you want to do this? Like, blah, 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 blah. I should have never listened to her. I let her influence a lot of me. But I wanted to join the military. And then after the military, I wanted to become a prison guard. Why would I want that as my career path? I have no idea, but that's what I wanted to do. So it's weird that like we kind of share that.
Yeah, so
I never did it, but it's what I wanted to do.
you would have been funny to be in that position. You would have pissed off a lot of inmates.
I would have been the guy that would have been like, "Give me $20 and I'll let you smuggle into your asshole 20 kilos of marijuana."
But if you had like if you were walking the walkway, whatever, and you had inmates talking shit, you would have been the guy that would have been able to fire back and piss them off. Like
that's facts.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking back to.
We were talking earlier. Like my biggest thing, my love of fucking life is challenging the biggest ego in the room. I don't care who you are. I'm gonna talk shit, and I don't even care if I get my ass kicked. I'm just gonna do it. Like
you have no fear.
No, I really don't. Maybe I think that's gotten me into a lot of trouble. I'm not gonna lie. It's gotten me into a lot of trouble. It's gotten my ass kicked on multiple occasions.
Yeah,
multiple occasions. But I won some fights too. But
I would fight with you. Like it didn't matter if we were gonna get our ass kicked. I would fight with you,
dude. I would wrestle you. I would wrestle you, and I would gobble you down. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm
not fight against you, but fight with you. Is like if someone was messing with you.
Yeah. Jess said that I wanted to be a professional Chippendale dancer. I don't have the rhythm to dance like that, but I'm not afraid to get naked. If TikTok was a different universe, it was adult only, y'all already would have seen me naked. Just throwing that out there. Would have already happened. Because I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid, dude. It's our birthday suit, dude. You were born this way. Just embrace it.
Mm-hmm. That's right. You said you have poop thrown on you weekly? Damn.
What? What?
If Charles was a prison guard, he'd have poop thrown on him. I believe that.
Oh, probably.
That's probably true. It's probably accurate. I would have been spit on, but I would have opened my mouth. I don't care. Give me the HIV.
I don't do that. That's not true.
You said you don't do that.
No, girls don't do that.
Yes, they do. Not
the female. I don't know. We
that's
don't do that.
That's jail. That's not
jail
prison.
It's not prison. That's true.
Yeah, there's a difference. Trust me.
Okay, yell at me again.
We've been day drinking, so.
Fun fact: I wanted to join the Air Force. I pride myself on making everybody feel like shit for talking about me being 40 years old and having 20/20 vision. Bro, I got eyes like a telescope.
Yeah,
I would have loved to have joined the Air Force because all I really wanted to do at a certain period of time in my life was I wanted to drop bombs on people, dude. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to pilot a helicopter and pick people up in crazy target zones or nothing like that. I wanted to drop bombs on people. That's all I wanted to do.
I would not. I could not be a medic. No way. Yeah. No way. I could not be a medic in the military. No way.
I don't. So, if I'm being 100% honest, like I don't know all like definitions or like meta terms or nothing like that, but I really feel like I could patch you up if you got shot. I do believe I know what I'm doing. Like I could direct you and I could direct myself. I couldn't tell you how to do it or explain in medical detail.
Right.
But fun fact about me, I got like 6 bug out bags.
Really?
Yeah, I think people find that to be a little bit weird, but it's like I got a bug out bag for every situation.
There you go. And Charles deserves it. But say if you would have did with the Air Force, you get steak and lobster. There you go. You go for the best.
Yeah, that was my career path. I really wanted to be in the Air Force. Okay, I'm a pussy, I guess, because the conversation that I got was like, okay, if you join if you join the Army or the Marines or the Air Force or the Navy, wherever you go, if you join military in general, and you have to be overseas for a month, a year, 6 years, 10 years, I'm not going to be able to see you. What if we have a child and then I have to raise a child? So then I was just like, okay, she's right. She's right. But I was fucking stupid because that's not always the case. It's not
Right.
always the case. And that career path could have changed. It could have changed my life. It could have also opened like a lot of different doors.
Yeah.
And that, to me, that is my biggest regret, is not following my heart, not doing what I wanted to do, and just giving myself up for nothing.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
But that's what makes you a good dude. You were trying to do the right thing for the woman you love at the time and the mother of your children. So
and I would make all the same choices because I
Yeah.
thought that I was doing the right thing. I thought I was doing the right thing.
I did the same thing. I did the same thing. And you know, sometimes your choices and sometimes things you do leads you to where you're at in the journey. I know I'm only 37 and you're 40. Like I still got things to figure out for the next few years and what I want to do. So still there. And like
Look,
it's never
bro,
too late to start.
I apologize for the Wi-Fi, but we've already been here. We've already touched on this. There is nothing I can do, but there is a lot of people I would like to kill. A lot of people. Starting with everyone that works at Spectrum. I shouldn't have put that out there, dude. They're gonna be like, FBI is just swing through the windows.
Maybe they'll sponsor you. They'll sponsor our podcast, and then we can be like, we'll sell out.
If I could just have Wi-Fi that works, maybe I would sell out, bro.
Right?
I would sell out for.
Make that work, and then we'll definitely sell out.
You're fucking right, dude. I'm willing to sell my beehole for some working Wi-Fi. I don't know if that's true. I probably would. I would.
I mean, we're giving free advertisement to Sapporo and the Reaper.
The Reaper. 3 Floyds. That's where it's at.
Oh.
I don't know. I just love this one. So. At the time, I didn't care. I just had so many like opportunities that I wanted to do and things that I wanted to do. I had a path that I wanted to follow. Right?
Yeah,
it's not everybody's path, but I legitimately wanted to eventually be a corrections officer.
Why don't you ever do it now? Never too late.
I'm not saying that I couldn't. I honestly do love what I do now. So
right.
To me it is what it is. But like,
I'd be taking a pay cut to do it in corrections now.
To do what you love.
I mean, if you really want to, I mean, shit.
To do what you love, I don't care if I'm making $700 or $700 an hour.
There
You know
you
what I
go.
mean?
Yeah.
That's me. That's always been me. And I don't have any debt.
There you go.
None. I
I have
filed Chapter 13 a couple years ago. Paid it all
really?
off.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I think maybe I should.
Yeah. Me and the ex had like 30,000 in debt, and when we
Yeah.
split up, I was like, I don't know whose is whose. Like, I don't remember signing up for that many credit cards. So yeah, I think that's like the only thing that I've ever had weird. It's like I did file Chapter 13, paid it all back, done all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Paid it all off. No credit cards.
Heck yeah, bro.
Somebody stole my identity though, like a long time ago. Somebody stole my identity. So like it's a weird thing. Like I've been doxxed a couple times on social medias. And every time that I've been doxxed, people put out the wrong address. Because the person that stole my identity. It's so funny to me. I laugh so hard every time I see it. It's like, I don't know how that stays on my history, but it's like I've never lived there. never lived there, but run with it, dude.
All right. And that's just based off your ability. Like they've doxed you because your ability to get under people's skin.
Naturally.
I mean
That's
that's all it boils down. That's what it boils down to is that you got under their skin.
And like if you, I'm not just make like a public post and put my information in there. Like, I'm not gonna do that. If you do that, that's on you. I'll agree to it. I'll accept it, and I'll be like, "Yeah, you're right. That's me." If you ask me for my address, I'll tell you. I'm not scared. Show up. Show up. You're gonna get embarrassed.
Yeah.
But do it. I love that kind of stuff. But yeah.
I mean, if I got doxxed, they would think I'm they wouldn't have much to go off of. Like, I look like I live in an apartment that was converted from a hotel. So like they'll be like, "Oh, you live in a hotel." But it's not a hotel anymore. It's an apartment. But
I
it'd be hard to find me.
Nothing wrong.
Yeah.
No. To be honest with you, it's not too late for me to join the military. I'm in peak physical condition. Probably not. Never mind. I take that back.
You're in peak physical condition?
Yeah. This is as good as it gets. Realistically, I say it a lot, like to a lot of people, but because like a lot of people don't know, I used to weigh 300 pounds. That's what I say. It was 298. It was 298. Like that was the worst portion of my life. 298. I'm in peak physical condition currently. Yeah, I'll say that. I'll say that. Currently at 225. Still fat, but it is what it is.
I'm right around there. I'm gaining a little bit back. After I lost a lot of weight, I'm gaining a little bit back.
Yeah.
I was at 275 last year. I was big boy.
The big boy.
Yes, Jess. A lot of people don't know it. I say that I weighed 300 all the time. Like that's what I say. Like I was at my heaviest when I was 300. 298. I used to weigh 298. Depression made me lose like 100 pounds. I think. I don't really know. But yeah, I went to the gym. that's a weird thing too. Like I used to be so addicted to the gym, dude. That was like a New Year's resolution of mine.
Right.
And I went a couple years straight, didn't even have a neck, none of that kind of stuff. Lost 100 pounds. I was at my lowest weight since I think I was probably 16, 17 years old. So I went from 298 to 160 something, but I was lean cut. I don't think a lot of people knew it. And
sure
I didn't have social media yet.
Sure, it wasn't that Ozempic, bro?
It was Ozempic. No, this was before Ozempic. It was before Ozempic. Like I lost 100 pounds, and I was like, wow, like I remember weighing this when I was like 16, 17, 18 years old. Like, lost 100 pounds. Went to the gym for 3 years, and I was in the gym like literally every day. And my first thing that I would do when I went to the gym is be like, I'm a sprint for like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, depending on how I felt that day. And yeah, I lost 100 pounds, and I'd probably like benefit from doing that again. I'm a lazy piece of shit. Like I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But yeah, went to the gym. 2.5, 3 years was the process. But I was in the gym every single day, 7 days a week, never took an off day. Was in the gym doing whatever the process is. I mean, I could tell you the process. I would do arms one day, back and tris one day. I would do thighs and buys one day. And then I would do cardio for one full day. Every single day that I would leave the gym, I'd have 6 peanut butter sandwiches. I was addicted to creatine. I did all protein shakes, all that kind of stuff. I did literally every diet that was out there. Lost 100 pounds in a year and a half. 100 pounds in a year and a half. And to me, that was perfect. It was awesome. Like I loved the lifestyle that I had. And then in the middle of me going to the gym, I met my ex, and I just was like, whatever.
Good.
And that's a different story, whatever. But like I just stopped caring. Like, and currently I still don't care. Like I don't care. I don't care what I weigh, don't care what I look like. You're never gonna be able to call me fat and me go, wow. Now I'm gonna hang myself in the closet. Like none of that stuff bothers me. But yeah, I used to be super addicted to the gym. I didn't even have a neck. My traps met my forehead.
I believe it.
It was huge. My chest,
Huge.
44, 45, somewhere in between there, 44, 45 inches around. And I was only 190 pounds. 4'11", so still pretty heavy. I also can't believe that people on the internet believe that I'm 4'11". That shit kills me, dude. It kills me, dude. If you think I'm 4'11", look at the picture that like we recently posted on like a video.
Yeah.
I'm one of the tallest in the video. With a picture with me, Cat Tex, and everybody else.
Yeah.
I'm not 4'11", but I tell everybody.
Oh, there's video evidence.
They believe it.
There's videos evidence out there of me and you in Missouri, and we're about the same height. Almost.
Pretty much. Realistically, I'm somewhere in between 5'8", 5'9". I'm not tall.
Yeah, we're about the same height.
I'm not tall, but everybody believes that I'm 4'11". They all believe it. It is the funniest thing to me.
No, we're both 5'9", 5'8", 5'9". because we stood next to each other.
What? Yeah.
There's video evidence out there somewhere. I mean, that's by people that don't follow me or like me anymore, but that don't matter. It's out there somewhere.
I live for it. You said you had to work tomorrow, right?
I do work tomorrow.
That's fucking atrocious, dude. How do
That's
they
all
even get by with that? How do they feel good about themselves?
People need their weed.
I think we talked about it like not too long ago, but if you had a dream and you could make it happen in 2025, what would the dream be?
That's a good one. Yeah, I could make it happen in 2025. Man, I'd love to see our podcast be syndicated.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
That's I mean, I think that's realistic. It's not out, not a far fetched one. So
Oh, it's not far fetched at all.
yeah,
To me, honestly, I have never cared about like likes, views,
Yeah.
subscribers, followers, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Never cared about any of that. It'd be awesome, but no. Legitimately, like I could literally talk into a microphone all day and never have a viewer, and it wouldn't make any difference to me, right?
I think if we did this for a long time, and I think eventually, like the right person would come along and see it, because you see those TikTok videos where I was strolling through Twitch, and then there's this guy that had 0 views, right? But then he gets on there, and then he makes that account blow up, and it's just some random dude. I was like, that could easily happen to either one of us. Like, it's not about like being popular; it's just like be able to like bring laughter to people. I guess like I'm not about like making money off of it. It's just more like just want to entertain people, make people laugh, or just bring joy to people.
One person.
Yeah.
One person is enough for me. So
yeah,
that is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm 5'9". I don't know if that makes any difference to anything. I'm not a tall person.
I'm so big.
You know.
I'm not much bigger than Charles. I think I was.
Also, my ex has scoliosis, 25-degree curvature of the spine. So it's like almost back brace worthy, like surgery worthy. Pretty bad, but she fucking deserves it.
We did have one lined up at one point. That was the porn star, but she never came through.
Literally anybody is welcome.
Yeah.
We threw that out there multiple times, but no, like I love just talking to you. So I don't care if you ever have a guest, but it would be fun.
Yeah. Matter of fact, if anyone wants to join right now, go for it. I don't know how. I think
anybody could. You want the link? I'll send it to you right now. We can just have a
send the link.
Hi, Debbie.
Hey, he says hi, Debbie. You good?
Yeah, like anybody could show up here and have a good old time. You want to talk shit? We can talk shit. Whatever. But
who wants to join this?
Text me the email address. Email address. I'll send you the link right now.
How do we send it from here? Oh yeah, you can do the invite right here. The invite button.
Yep. Send an invite. I think you can even send it to a phone. Whatever. Danny was supposed to be a third co-host. She opted out of that. So that's her fucking fault. I think how many episodes have we had? Probably like 5, 6. I don't remember. We've planned a couple of topics, but we went off rails literally every time. It never goes as planned, bro. Never.
Oh, I know.
Never. Not once. Jarek has decided he no longer wants to be a Powerpuff Girl. That's his thought. Danny, I don't know your email.
What do you no longer be a Powerpuff Girl? Like,
I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah,
we might be able to snap to your phone.
like Punks gave me Jerk Off. I mean Jericho. He did that one, and then someone called me Amish Penguin. I was Amish and then a penguin. So I just I went with what I got. I know, right? But I mean, you got to go with what they call you.
You're not the penguin.
I know I'm not, but I mean, like, that's how little
bro,
bothers me.
Since I'm on the computer, I don't know how to text you the link, so it asks for Gmail, email, or Messenger. So you just gotta send me your Gmail, and we'll add you in. Yeah, I think I farted like literally the last podcast, but I don't remember. It's happened, bro.
Who's gonna join?
Danny says she is. Yeah, I'm gonna email her.
Okay.
Oh my god, bro. Can you change your fucking email, bro? Wait. Why is this happening?
What?
Yeah. Oh, nothing. It just opened a different page. Give me a second.
You said what? Shut up. Not like that. You said you shouldn't be here. Shut up. Anyway. Come on, Danny.
No. See how delayed that was?
It is delayed.
Very delayed. It was like.
Did I figure it out?
So when you sent that the old impression or the impression you did of me a couple years ago and sent that to me, I showed that to Debbie, and yeah, we got a good kick out of that,
bro. When I sent that video, the mouth doesn't line up to the audio. But
I can fix that.
Yeah, like that was.
I can fix that.
The original. I was really happy about it. Right?
Yeah, I can fix that in CapCut. Speaking of that, let's do shots, babe.
Let's do shots.
Shot.
For you a shot?
Yeah, pour me a shot of Deep Eddies.
So mad. So like, my big hope at this current moment in time, my big hope was like I'd be able to find the Kraken that I drank this past weekend, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna drink it during the podcast, and then obviously this is the beer I went with, but like That was my big hope, was being able to find the Kraken, the golden edition. That was going to be
Very
so good.
Hi.
Hi, Daniel.
What's up, Charles?
Did you get some bangs?
I did. You like them?
Nice.
Yeah,
Is it-
makes you look Asian.
I guess that's better than Black Lynn, isn't it?
It's not. It's not. Black Lynn, a goddess.
Thank you. I think that's the only compliment you've ever given me in 4 years.
I've never once called you a goddess. Black Lynn is a
No,
goddess.
just said that I look like her.
You're not the same. You're not the same people. You do look like her.
So
You look like her. You're not her, so you're not a goddess. Okay, that's the
no,
problem.
I'm Lilith. I'm an anti-goddess.
You're not Lilith. We just went over this the other day. You're not Lilith.
No, I am
Stop.
Lilith. Just because I won't hurt another woman doesn't mean I am any less evil and vindictive to men.
I'm gonna play
I
Wednesday.
would literally hurt anyone.
But you
I
wouldn't.
would hurt anyone, bro.
But you wouldn't. We
like-
both know this. Okay, let's
Wait.
get into it then.
You look like the girl that plays Wednesday.
Yeah, that's who you look like.
Why is there an exclamation point after my name? What did I do?
I don't know.
Black
I'm doing
Lynn is a goddess. You? Not so much. Sorry, bro.
You look like Wednesday.
You look like her, but not now.
Wednesday.
You are so fucking mean to me. And thank you, Jarek. I love you. Charles, get fucked with a cactus.
I would do that on purpose.
Thank you.
I'll help.
I would do it on
Sure.
purpose just to feel something.
Ooh.
Just feel something.
I also put my lip ring back in.
I didn't know he had a lip ring.
For what purpose?
Just because I missed
Shane.
it. No,
Yeah. It was Shane, bro. Stop lying.
I
Sure.
actually
Stop
I
lying.
blocked him
Why?
because I can.
Fuck.
We can talk about all this later, boys.
I'm not trying to
give
bring
you-
you out
Yes,
on the
you
internet
are.
to tell the truth. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to do that. I
What
was just
you-
saying
We will get
There's
into the
purpose.
vagina later, and we will talk about it.
there is a purpose. You put the lip ring back in.
Yeah, because I missed it. And I was going through my jewelry and I came across a few of my studs. So I was like, okay, let me see if the hole's even still open. So I tried and it went right through. So I'm like, okay, cool. Here we are.
Fireworks going off. I don't know.
Gina
what that's
Ortega.
about.
That's the name. Thank you.
I don't know if I would ever do a piercing, but my God, would I just love my full body to be covered in tattoos.
Bro, same.
If-
I need to
if
get a new
I-
artist.
If I could find an artist, I would go to you once a week, bro. I just need to love your work.
Let's go get
That's it.
tattoos. Come to Florida. We'll go to my guy. We'll go to Leaf.
Okay. 100%. I'll do it.
And you
At
gotta
the end
come
of the day, my next tattoo needs to be a penguin.
So me too.
I have an idea for what I want. So if anybody out there knows an artist in Ohio that would do a penguin the way that I want it to be done, let me know, please.
I want to get Lilith on my neck.
I don't want Lilith, but I want a penguin because penguins were my mom's favorite animal. So I want a penguin. Me and my brother are getting the same tattoo. I'm gonna pay for it.
You want a penguin?
but I need to find the right artist.
One.
God. Every tattoo that I have was done by the same artist. And the last tattoo she did for me, I'm just not happy. Just not happy.
Well, while
And
we're
I
on the
paid a lot of
topic,
money.
Jarek, did you send Charles the inspiration picture that he requested the other night?
I don't know about the inspiration photo. I don't think that he did, but do you know what I want to get? Here's what I want to get.
I'm confused.
I don't know if anybody agrees with this, but I want to get a Kraken. I have a Kraken on
I
my
thought-
arm, right? I want to get a
Didn't you
Kraken.
want Davy Jones?
I want to do a full sleeve of Pirates stuff, but I have an idea for what I want. I want to get a Kraken tattoo, but I want to get it on my belly. My belly button is going to be the eyeball. I want to get a tentacle cut off, and that's going to be my dick. Then I want to get another tentacle running around through my legs, going into my butthole. So I gotta find the right artist. Not everybody wants to tattoo a butthole, but that's
Only
what
in
I want.
Ohio.
What?
Debbie's on a delay. She's watching it, and she's like, "What?"
That's
even
what
better.
I want,
The
dog.
delayed reaction's even better.
Fun fact: I never hated Jess. I hated who she supported, and I would have went at her forever. But I never hated her.
I
Yeah,
never
I never
hated,
hated her.
never hated
Look
her.
how far back it's going.
Never hated her, but I did make a couple of videos. I think talking shit. I think like I did one or two.
Hall Pass Housewives was
Don't-
the greatest thing to happen to that app.
God, dude, I gave them that. I cannot believe that stuck. So many people went with it. At the end of the day, like, I hated who I hated, so I would have went back and forth with anybody for any reason. It wouldn't have mattered. No, whether anybody chooses to believe it or not, I never hated Jess. Not even slightly. But I would have went back and forth with her for 10 years.
I can verify that. You've only hated a very select few people on that app and just did not fall into the category.
No, not even close. I know you did. You know what the sad thing is even though that you like it at this current moment in time, you all have said some things about Hall Pass Housewife online that I would have just been like, wow. You guys would have defended 2 years ago. We could still do a whole season. Jess, I don't know I have no idea why you're not in here. You could have been in here. You chose not to be. That's your fault.
Yeah, have Jess come in.
We could have had a whole thing. You know what I mean? You know what's weird about butter? Okay, I'm not going to say it because I'm going to get too much hate. Never mind.
Since when do you care about getting hate?
Butters, when he talks shit about people, he's literally one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
I don't love the drama.
Yes,
When
you do.
he talks shit about people, no, I do because I'm a drama creator. I just mean like I could give away, like I could give it up and never do it again. People won't let me. But when Butters talks shit about people, that is my favorite thing on TikTok. Favorite thing.
I love
He can,
spicy butters.
he can go from 0 to 100, like
You can, dude. It's so
Like-
funny.
talk real slow and calm, and then go fuck yourself.
Like
It's
when we
so
made the
funny.
cabinet.
It's so funny when he talks shit about people. I'm just like, bro, I'm dead. I'm in tears. I'm in tears when he does it. Everybody else just like, it is what it is. Well, okay, I say that, but I'm wrong because Jarek is another person. When he talks shit about people, I'm just in tears laughing about what he says and what he does because I'm like, oh my god, he does such a great impersonation of these people. Fantastic work. Those
I love
those
the
two
Avengers video.
those two are the funniest motherfuckers on the app. It is what it is.
Well, you're up there because you inspired some of my past work before.
I don't know. When you did the Austin Foreman impressions, Charles, that shit had me in tears.
Yeah.
Like,
Austin Foreman.
But I was cry laughing. I've never laughed that hard in my life. I got 1 million followers, Craig. Did you see, Craig? I got 1 million followers.
You know what's crazy is Jess was invited to this episode. She did not send her email. Just throwing that out there. Throwing that out there.
the dates and the invite to the show.
She had an open invite. She chose not to do it. That's all on her.
Wow.
That's a good reason right there.
But you jerked
Me
off
too. During this episode,
Who cares what the fuck you look like? Just get on here. I'm gonna fight you.
she said next week. Next week you're going to be on the Freedom Fam podcast, bro.
Right.
So
I mean, I get to make her week busy. Yeah. First our podcast, and then she goes on Freedom Fam.
We're just not special enough for her to show her face on New Year's Eve. I get it.
however, I love doing the Freedom Fam podcast. Like, I love. They always provide a really good atmosphere. It is what it is. She
You thrive on
sent me
there.
her email. She sent me her email.
Yay!
I gotta pee.
She won't do it. I bet
She
she
probably won't. She probably won't. Let's see if I get this right. That's not your email, is it? That's so weird, dude. You need to change it.
Why does people need to change their email?
Okay. Do we need to go into it right now?
Mine are my initials and my date of birth.
I gotta pee. Talk amongst yourself.
Okay. Where is Jess?
Gassica.
It's New Year's Eve, okay? Toast to just come in and do a toast at least.
Do a toast.
Yeah. Like we were on like opposite, whatever you want to call it, sides of TikTok, and now we're like here. There she is. Here we go. Let me add her to the stage. There we go.
Hey, Sarah, go in the other room.
I'm engaged.
Well, that's what I meant. I have 4 of you. I have 4 of you. I'm on a live.
I'm going to the room.
Sorry. See, I wasn't expecting this.
Well, you're welcome. You're
I
welcome.
wasn't either, but here we are.
If you would have told me 2 years ago I'd have had you on a podcast, I would have laughed.
I was honestly, I've been reflecting on that. I mean, you think about it. We've been going through this for like what, 4 years, and
Something like that.
I honestly thought that we would graduate from TikTok with completely different people.
Yeah.
It's
Like-
crazy to think it's coming to an end, isn't it? Like that's
Is it-
just it's
is it really?
wild.
Is it
Yeah,
really?
on January 20th, TikTok in America will not exist.
I think they appealed it, so it's going to go until March.
The Supreme Court hasn't picked up the case yet.
Well, if it's on appeal, they can't mandate it, from my understanding, legally.
Well, the appeal already happened and they lost the appeal. Now they're trying to go to the Supreme Court, but the Supreme Court hasn't picked it up yet.
But either way,
That'll be
I have a love-hate relationship with TikTok. You know, like I met a lot of amazing people. Ended a lot of friendships, I guess, and then gained some friendships that, including you, from which I never thought it would happen. You know, like, but you know, like, it's weird.
I don't know. I think it's a good ending.
It is.
I
Really.
think, like, if you were to tell me how this last season would have ended, obviously I would have told you you were crazy. But I feel like this was the ultimate best outcome. Like, if I were to choose, like, a squad for the zombie apocalypse, it would be who I'm taking with me. Like, we've got a really freaking cool crew.
We do.
We do.
If y'all were able to actually see what's in our group chat. The farts. Which Jericho? You've been completely absent, sir.
Well, you know, I haven't had a lot of farts lately.
You don't have farts ever, actually. Your farts are sad.
They are pretty sad.
That man really had a full ass bladder. Or he can't figure out how to get back on.
Something.
If we're on a format, you guys last minute have me on this. I feel so bad because I'm running around like a crazy person. Like, we're actually on TikTok.
It's just so crazy to think that in a couple of weeks it's all going to be gone.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, we don't need TikTok to have like our little family thing. I mean, we have a lot of really awesome, fun conversations, and we don't need TikTok to get together and do crazy stuff. Like, you were talking about doing that spooky tour.
Yeah, me and Charles want to do a haunted Halloween tour and hit all like the haunted cities and shit like that.
You guys can use like my house and stay here. I have the Mansfield Reformatory, like Shawshank Redemption, right down the street.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Charles, can we go? Charles, can we go? Can we go? Can we go?
No, we can't.
We're
Like,
going.
it's literally,
You don't have a choice.
it's literally where I go grocery shopping, not the Mansfield Reformatory, but the same city, because I live with the Amish people. No offense, Jericho.
You know what we need to do, Jess? We need
What?
to go to the haunted boat that's somewhere in Ohio. I don't even remember. I don't even know where it's at.
You
But
were
I
gonna
keep
do that
hearing
with
about
me, you fuck dicker.
That's your
Then
fault.
come
You
up.
don't live here.
No, my downstairs is a full apartment. So it has like a kitchenette, bathroom, a bedroom, living room, all of that. Like, you guys could stay here. You wouldn't even have to get lodging or anything.
I'm
You're
down.
so nice.
Well, I mean, you're just going to have to deal with my screaming 4 kids. So
You're gonna have to deal with this screaming me and Charles.
Oh my
We're just gonna
God.
be fighting the entire time.
I'm gonna put a ring
It's
camera. So I can
it's
watch
not
it.
like I've never been around kids. You know what I mean?
Well, at 4 at a time. 4 at a time.
I have a 12-year-old and a 5-year-old. Okay, like it's
Parker is 4.
she's 5. It
No,
is a
she's
hot
4
mess.
kids.
It is a hot mess all the time because the time difference between the two. They don't get along.
I
They don't get
have a
along.
14-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 5-year-old.
Oh. I mean,
So
I don't envy you,
yeah,
but
it's
like
anarchy.
I don't envy you, but yeah, my two, they're different time periods. They just don't relate. They don't relate.
Danny gets my Tourette's when we're on the phone. Danny will be like, we'll be talking, and all of a sudden I'll be like, I'm on the phone, and like I'll be in mid sentence. Like we'll be talking
Yeah,
about something serious, and then
I don't even know. You don't get my Tourette's, do you? No, you don't. She don't get my Tourette's.
I mean, there have been times because, like, whenever you call me and you're in the car driving, you'll randomly just out of nowhere start screaming at vehicles around you.
that's that Southern
Oh.
Ohio. He's in the city though too, so
Bro, I am over the bridge 5 to 6 times a day.
there's a lot of bridges over there though.
Oh my god, do you remember
Yeah,
when you
I'm
were
over.
stuck on the bridge?
Bro, I go over 3 bridges every day. So, for work purposes. So, like, I'm all the time in Kentucky or Cincinnati, depending on
Louisville.
what time of day it is. But yeah, bro, I go over the bridge 4 to 6 times every day. Every day, bro. And people, oh my god, fucking
That's a
people
bad-
drive me
that's a
absolutely
bad
fucking
area.
insane.
When you called me that day when you were working and you were stuck on the bridge in bumper to bumper traffic, and you're like, I need you to distract me because I'm gonna shit my pants.
That's the
Bro.
worst.
Bro, I was on the bridge over the fucking Ohio River, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, I got to shit my pants. Talk to me, Danny. Talk to me, bro. Talk to me,
That's
bro,
the
because I'm gonna
worst.
shit my pants.
And there's like nowhere to get off over there either until like a good 6 miles.
No,
It was
there's
so
not.
funny. He was
There's
so
nowhere
scared.
really to go.
He's like, my pants are $200.
Bro, I have no idea why I spend so much on clothes, boots. I recently bought a pair of $350 boots that I really love, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I can't. I don't know. I hated the fucking travel portion of my job, but at the end of the day, it's fun too. Like I realistically love it at the same time.
Jarek said he's smoking a cigarette. He'll be right back. He needed some nicotine. I think he's getting his dick sucked.
I want to live vicariously through that mouth.
God damn it, Craig. You're supposed to go to the general first.
You're supposed to go to the general first. God damn it.
Green light not accepted. Get out of the Discord. You're out of here.
You're out of the Discord. You're out of the Discord. Get out of here.
We had way too much fucking fun with that.
Take
I was
AFF out of your
crying.
bio. You're done here. You're done here.
We had 1 million followers. He got banned, dude.
He did. He lost his 1 million account.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yes.
When?
Today,
No, it was a couple days ago.
he appealed it and got it back, and it went down again today.
My God, I love that for him. I didn't make a video or nothing. I'm so sad.
No, there's like, it's sad because there's the one-haired patriot. What the fuck is his name? The guy from New
The-
Jersey, one American patriot, but we call him one-haired patriot.
Oh, I know who you're
The
talking about.
one-haired patriot. Who is that?
What?
I don't
Bill.
know.
Bill.
I'm lost.
Do you know who
I'm
Bill
lost.
is?
He's friends with Joey Bag of No Nuts.
Nobody is friends with that guy.
Well, he made a video greenlighting Austin as a joke. Like,
Hey, Joey Bag of Donuts was the inspiration for the Amish penguin.
Bro, I like how the layout of our YouTube currently has just my fat gut like literally right in the center. That's so funny to me, dude.
I know we're covering the kiss, which is that's just sad.
I don't
Rest
weigh
in
that
peace
much
to that
currently.
koozie.
dude. No, anytime that
I don't know where
Joey
it went.
talks, anytime
Mhm.
that Joey talks, I always stare at like that turkey gobbler he's got. What is that?
Oh, it's old age.
You said it was.
I don't know, bro.
You said it was bad at
Like,
impressions.
is his Adam's apple like sagging?
No.
Like, does that happen with old age? Does your Adam's apple just drop like your balls?
I think more so it's just that he gave so many blowjobs it just stretched
Oh.
out the throat.
Oh,
Gulp.
He got
It looks
throat
like he
fucked too hard.
gulps. That's a gulper. He's
Yeah,
a
he got
gulper.
throat fucked. That's what it was.
Look.
It just
Okay, I've given 7, and that's never happened to me. So I'm just saying.
he's probably fist pumping though because his Eagles beat the Cowboys 41-7. He's like, yeah, take that, Jericho.
Yeah, you beat all of the.
Yeah,
freaking
because we're not in the playoff. We're not going to the playoffs. Good for you, bro.
That's what it was.
That's been irritating me because the majority of your players, like you are on your third string for everybody, and everybody's
Yes.
like, "Oh, you beat the Cowboys. Good for you. You beat the Special
Yeah.
Olympics version of the freaking Dallas."
Yeah, great. Good for you.
Like,
Nothing is going to change Dallas unless they get rid of Dak. I'm
No.
sorry.
No, it's not even Dak. It's Jerry Jones and his son, Steven Jones.
I legitimately don't think that there's anything Dallas could do currently with roster unless they change from Dak. That's my personal opinion.
It
you
was the
can't
same,
do anything with that roster.
it was the same complaint with Tony Romo though. Like unless the ownership changed, and that includes his son Steven, then there's nobody that's going to succeed in that environment.
Tell
Isn't it-
any team that had Tom Brady as their quarterback, okay? Tom Brady could make any fucking wide receiver an all-star, okay?
Okay, but when you got people like the third string, you literally have the Special Olympics. You're playing with the special, like everybody is out. Isn't Zeke out?
You're
released.
right.
Zeke got
But-
released today.
We had Andy Dalton. We
Yeah.
had Andy Dalton on the Bengals, okay?
Yeah.
And he took us to the playoffs.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, there wasn't a single wide receiver. Didn't matter if he was the top tier, if he was the bottom tier. It didn't matter. Andy Dalton couldn't make anyone look good. Tom
AJ
Brady
Green?
could make anyone look good.
I'll give you this though. Tony Romo got a guy named Laurent Robinson. He got a big contract after one good year with the Jaguars. He got a 5-year contract, and he sucked the rest of the time.
That team was stacked when he went to Tampa Bay.
Yes, they were already stacked.
That's the only reason why he looked good. He had Gronk over there and his crazy ass who's just like, I want to ruin shit. And then you got who was the wide receiver? Not Mike Evans.
Yes, he had Mike Evans, he had Chris
Okay.
Godwin, and he had Scotty Miller. There was another receiver, but he had weapons.
So respectfully, Charles, no, Tom Brady could not.
I'm gonna go watch a movie with my kid, but I love you guys and Happy New Year.
Bye, Danny.
You're gonna leave me alone with them?
I
Yeah.
deal with them on my own every single day. You'll be fine.
See
Okay, you
your
might
bangs
not be,
later.
but I will be there for you so you can cry on my shoulder later.
I appreciate the emotional consideration. I'll be
See
calling
your
you.
bangs.
Okay,
See your
love you
bangs
guys.
later. See your bangs later. No, I'm not discounting any of that. I'm just saying I don't think that there's a single wide receiver out there that couldn't have caught some balls from Tom Brady and been
He
an
wouldn't have
all-star
taken
after it.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have taken him to the Super Bowl the way that Tampa Bay did. It just
I
wouldn't
mean,
happen. Like Baker
no.
Mayfield.
I don't think without Gronk coming over to Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, I don't think that would have happened. But I
Here's the
don't
thing.
think anybody
Mike
I
Evans,
don't
bro.
think anybody could ever argue. I don't think anyone could ever argue. And if they do, they're just stupid. Tom Brady, best quarterback in the league, always going to be the best quarterback in the league.
Ever?
The man ever.
Right now he is, but there's Pat Mahomes coming along. I
No,
guess.
Pat Mahomes is a bitch. I'm sorry.
The league
I
desperately
think
wants the Chiefs to three-peat. They desperately want the Chiefs to three-peat.
Agreed.
I think Pat Mahomes, I mean, I'm not going to argue that the Chiefs aren't probably the best team in the league.
No, they're not.
I'm saying I don't think that I could argue that they're not. Because I think that they just do great things all the time. Tom Brady was willing to sacrifice money to make his team good. Okay. So in my mind,
Yeah.
that's a good leader. And nobody would ever be able to convince me that what he did, 6 Super Bowls, was he got 6 or 7?
7.
I thought
7?
he had 8.
He had 7. He'd been to 10.
Nobody
He won 7.
They would never be able to convince me that the man didn't sacrifice to just make his team better, and that's what got him the rings that he did.
Well,
Me,
that was Bill Belichick.
Great leader.
No.
Well, see-
I Jared Goff, I think he's underrated, and I think he could do a lot of damage. I think
in this league, this year, we could argue the same thing for Sam Darnold. Nobody ever thought he was going to be fucking great. Look what he's doing to the Vikings right now.
Yeah.
So he started with the Jets, and the Jets kill quarterbacks. Then he went to Carolina, and and Baker Mayfield was over there too at the same time, ironically.
No, the Browns kill quarterbacks.
I know, but yeah, well, Browns do too. But the Browns sent him to the Browns. He went to Carolina after that, so they had Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield at the same time. They both couldn't thrive in that system. Now they're away from Carolina. You could argue that Baker Mayfield doing okay in Tampa. They're 9-7. They're the leader in the divisions, and Sam Darnold, their team is 14-2. That's insane.
Yeah.
In 2024, arguably the best quarterback in the league, the Bengals. I mean,
No. I can't. I honestly, he just gets on my under my skin just because he's a little mommy bitch.
I'm not saying that. I'm only talking from a stats perspective. He has went 8 games, 250 yards, 3 touchdowns each game.
He's
the quarterback in the league has done that.
No. He's unpredictable because last year he was a joke and then threw a tantrum and I'm injured.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying in 2024, arguably the best quarterback in the league. He has the best stats. He's number 1 yards, number 1 in rating, number 1 in touchdowns. He's arguably the best. Joe Burrow is arguably the best quarterback in the league in 2024.
We
The problem
arguably
is the problem is this team, the Bengals, is never going to spend money to help the man out. It's a wasted talent. It's always going to be a wasted talent. You're always going to be looking at teams like the Steelers, Chiefs,
Y'all went to the Super Bowl like 2 years
Lions.
ago.
Ravens.
You guys went to the
We
Super
did
Bowl.
that.
Ago.
Yeah, you can't do that without a defense, though. And good, it's just never. It's not a thing. It's in my opinion. Even I'm a Bengals fan. I've always been a Bengals fan. Arguably the best offense in the league, the Bengals.
Arguably the best spot one wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2 duo. You got Jamar Chase, Higgins.
Yeah. You got number 1 receiver. He's got 3 records this year for yards, completions, whatever, receptions, and touchdowns. You've got the best quarterback for yards, touchdowns, rating. They're the best duo in the league currently in today's standard by just record. But I mean, that doesn't matter whenever
Stop the ball. Yeah, when you're not stopping the ball.
Yeah, that doesn't matter whenever you don't have a defense. It does not matter.
Yeah.
So the whole conversation started when you said Dallas just got rid of Dak. The problem is not Dak. It's the culture that Jerry Jones and his son Steven have created. So like they are pomp and circumstance. Like they created a culture where people come in.
Mike Brown is literally the same. And that's the problem. The dude is not going to spend money on the team. He's not.
They don't spend. Yeah, Dallas doesn't spend money on free agents. They said, well, if they put in time for Dallas, then that's where we spend the money. They treat their Cowboy. They treat their team as if you put in time with us. I'm like, this is not the job to do. Like, if you put in time and service, you get paid. This is not the job.
Change.
And so, like, but Jerry and Steven, they love to create this culture that they sell the fans on. Well, we drafted this guy, so he's a stud. They're not the most. So getting rid of a coach or a quarterback, and it doesn't matter. If they're in charge, it's never going to change.
You know what I hate?
I still like them.
You know what I hate? Is any team feeling like
For reason?
right in the middle of the season, what we need to do is fire a head coach. That doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. When has it ever been successful?
Yes, it never has been.
Never. So
they were talking
like
about
changing up the head.
Stefanski.
Especially not in NFL.
It's
Well,
just,
I mean,
for me, it's
Go ahead.
never turned a team around. It's never turned a team around and they went to the playoffs. Never.
Yeah.
Changing up a head coach in the middle of the season,
It
it's
won't
never
work.
been a beneficial thing.
Never works.
Never worked.
No, we have the same problem because Stefanski had an issue with Deshaun Watson.
Yep.
And he's a bum. Like there's no excuse when you've got Chubb, you've got at the time we had Amari Cooper and Njoku, Ford. Like there is on paper there is no reason for us to be in a losing record. Miles Garrett's a
Garrett.
freak. He's an alien.
He's probably the
He
best
is.
player in the league right now.
He is going to go down in the Hall of Fame as best defensive player in the entire league. And honestly, he might be on another team next year.
I know because he's pissed but then too, here's the thing. So Deshaun got hurt and everybody in Cleveland was excited because he wasn't making moves at all. Like we were actually like, finally sit him down. And the issue is the owners. The owners are the one and the managers are the ones that are saying, no, Deshaun's making $3 million in this contract. So keep him out there. And we're not getting any dubs at all. So
I mean,
when we were happy he got injured, we weren't happy that he was hurt. We were just happy that there was an excuse to bench his ass. Miles got all up in arms about it, and we're like, really? Over Deshaun out of everybody?
You know, do you know what would be fun for me? This is what would be fun for me. Is next year they make an aggressive move and Aaron Rodgers or Joe Flacco becomes the quarterback of the Browns.
Flacco made moves. Like we went to the playoffs with Flacco.
Flacco is not a bad quarterback. That's the sad thing. He is a QB1 in this league at 50 years old. I don't even know how old he is, but he's a good quarterback.
I think
why the Ravens? No, he's like 45.
No
why
way.
The Ravens
No
moved
way.
on for him. The Ravens moved on from him, and I was like, you guys are kidding me? Like, he's still got it. He's not a bad quarterback. He's doing shit right now for the Colts that is like, okay.
He is 39 years old. He'll turn 40 in January 16th.
That means that Aaron Rodgers is the oldest in the league then? No. Aaron Rodgers.
Starting quarterback? Probably.
Or who's been benched recently? Who's been benched recently? One of the veteran quarterbacks have been
Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins becoming the quarterback of the Browns? What's wrong with Kirk Cousins? He's not a bad quarterback.
I bet
he's not a bad quarterback. Is he a league leader? No, but
No.
Is he a bad quarterback? No.
We need a leader though. Joe was a leader.
I'm not gonna argue that. I think you're right.
Well, the Browns will have a top 10 pick this year, or at least a top 5 maybe.
How mad would you be though, as a Browns fan, for Baker Mayfield to be doing what he's doing in Tampa Bay?
Well, we had a really good culture going on when we had him, to be honest with you. Like he livened up that stadium, and when they got rid of him, and then they got the woman ladies man, I guess I'm going to put it that way. I keep forgetting I'm not on TikTok, so I can say what I want. But we got Deshaun Watson. Like, we've got one woman beater. Who's the other? But Kareem Hunt. Like, can we get all of the domestic violence fuckers on our damn team?
You're right. But honestly, though, Deshaun Watson's he's not bad. But Baker Mayfield, if they would have put a team around him, if they would have put a team around him, I'm talking about offensive all-stars.
They did. They did.
The Browns have a defense.
They had an offense too, but they kept getting injured. Like Conklin got his offensive line. Conklin got injured.
If Baker would have had Jerry Jeudy and Amari Cooper as
No, he had Amari Cooper.
I don't know.
We've had Njoku, Amari Cooper, and Chubb. He had fucking Chubb. Like, there's no reason why you can't convert a third down when you got Chubb.
Do we really believe in Jeudy though? What's his name? What's his first name?
Jerry Jeudy.
Do we really? I don't know if he's.
Judy's a freak. Though. Jeudy is a freak. I love him.
The dude has butterfingers though.
So did Amari Cooper. It's the way it's thrown. Amari Cooper couldn't catch a damn ball in Cleveland, but was catching rockets over in Buffalo now.
I guess the same could be
one of the best route runners in the league.
The same could be said about Jamar Chase. Arguably the best wide receiver in the league, but at the beginning of his career, everybody was curious because they were like, this man drops every ball. So
Justin Jefferson.
I don't know.
Justin Jefferson, one of the best.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson's a freak.
CeeDee Lamb.
Jamar Chase, stat-wise, best wide receiver in the league. Joe Burrow, stat-wise, best quarterback in the league.
What about Amon-Ra St. Andrews.
Brown. Amon St.
St.
Brown.
Brown. Yeah.
He's good.
He's a
And
freak.
but when Jared Goff got traded to Detroit from LA, his career got revived.
Bro,
That's
everybody.
because of the manager.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about too, though, with like people like Baker Mayfield, with people like Jared Goff. Everybody was like, these are the worst quarterbacks in the fucking league. Like, they're quarterback twos. They're not quarterback ones. Look what they've done.
Mm-hmm.
Look what they've done.
I still believe that Dak under a great system would be a better quarterback. That's
Dak, I expected more out of Dak. I expected it more out of Lamar too. I don't know what the fuck is going on with him.
I honestly don't think Dak is a bad quarterback. I truly believe if Dallas had a quarterback like Josh Allen or Sam Darnold,
we'd fuck that
they
up.
would be top tier right now.
We'd fuck that up somehow, though.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold.
You need your receivers back, and then we'll talk. Because I honestly feel like you guys were stacked, and everybody got injured one right after the other, like within the first week.
I just feel like receivers make a decent quarterback look good, but a good quarterbacks make decent wide receivers look phenomenal.
That's why
Tom Brady, I was never a fan of the Patriots. I'm not even a fan of Tom Brady, but can anybody argue that Tom Brady is not one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time?
Yeah. Yes. He's beautiful too.
I don't think anybody could. The man sacrificed contracts so that he could make his team better.
Who's the best tight end in the league right now?
Right now?
Mm-hmm. Let's see if we actually agree on something.
What do you think about that?
Do you not? If any of you say Kelsey, I will lose.
No, it's not. It's not. He's had a down year.
No. I probably would have said Kelsey, but not this year.
It wasn't even last year either. There was just a hype around him because of who he was dating. Like the year before that, he was putting numbers on my face.
So I'm forgetting his name, but it's in my opinion, I'm forgetting his name. I had too many beers. No, I had too many beers.
Whose team?
In my opinion, 49ers.
Greg Kittle.
Yeah,
yes.
Kittle.
No, not Greg Kittle, George Kittle. I always call him Greg.
Yeah, good George.
I wouldn't say Kittle this year.
Are you serious? Did you
Not
see the game against the Lions? He's a freak.
Not this year.
In my opinion, the last 2 years, probably the best tight end in the league.
I would say Mark Andrews of the Ravens.
The only reason why is because Derrick Henry's being a bum lately. So he has really nobody to Lamar has nobody to throw to.
Lamar is like a weird Lamar is a weird athlete to me because he can run the ball, but sometimes can he throw the ball? Yeah. But like every time?
He's a running back quarterback.
Is he a 50-50? To me, I think he's a 50-50.
He gets more of the first. I want to say he gets more first downs or in 30-yard conversions than his tight ends or running backs do.
I think Sam Darnold. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody counted out Sam Darnold. Actually, I've had too many liquid beverages to remember. I don't remember where he came from. But him playing for the Vikings this year, okay, nobody thought that he was going to be great. However, at the same time, he is a Super Bowl contender this year.
No, he's not.
That's my opinion.
I think Kansas City, because if you look at the stats with Kansas City, it seems it's convenient because the opposing team will be down 7 points and go for a field goal, and they'll lose in the last minute because they went for a field goal and they were down another 4 points. Like it's weird. So it feels like it's a setup that, and the 40 or not the 49ers, the Chiefs are only winning by 3 or 4 points.
Yeah.
It's not shutouts at all.
I honestly believe we're going to see Philadelphia and Kansas City in the
Even
Super
though-
Bowl this year.
Even though America wants Buffalo and Detroit.
Yeah,
I want
I would
Detroit.
love to see the Lions there. I would love to see the Lions there. I just honestly think it's going to be Chiefs, Eagles. Was that last year too?
No, that was Chiefs and 49ers.
2 years ago?
It was Chiefs and Philly. But the NFL wants Chiefs in Philadelphia. I think America wants Buffalo versus Detroit.
Mhm. Or
I
Minnesota.
honestly believe
Minnesota.
Or Minnesota. Yeah.
if taking away all of my love for my own current team, like I love the Bengals. I'm sorry. I always will. I think that they are playoff or Super Bowl contenders? No. Specifically not this year. But I honestly believe the best team in the league this year is the Lions.
Mhm. Their
That's-
defense is they're slacking on the defense, especially when they played the 49ers last
Well,
week.
they lost their top defense player, Aiden Hutchinson. But I was looking at
funny
top,
is we haven't even talked about the Steelers at all, and that's who we all hate.
well because they've lost 3 in a row.
I honestly don't think that they're going to do anything, even in the playoffs. I don't think that they're going to win.
You guys would be the top seed though, then to be playoff contenders because the Ravens
Bengals?
Yeah.
No, the Bengals this year, I don't even think the Bengals are going to make it to the playoffs this
They
year.
have to get in as a 7th seed. If they win and Denver loses next week, Bengals are in.
Yeah.
I truly believe that the Broncos are going to beat the backups of the Chiefs this week.
Yeah.
They're going to be in the. I don't even believe that the Bengals are going to be in the playoffs this year.
So, but
What I do believe though is nobody wants to see the Bengals in the playoffs this year. That's what I believe.
Right.
Because
No.
over the past 4 weeks, they have done nothing but improve.
I think, and they have because they beat the shit out of the Browns too. That was embarrassing.
So-
I feel like America wants anybody other than Kansas City in the fucking.
Or Philadelphia.
Do you think though, because this is what I felt like when the Bengals were playing the Browns, when the Bungles were playing the Browns, whatever you call them. I honestly don't feel like the Browns were trying to win that game. I think they were trying to see what DTR could do.
Yeah.
Fair.
I don't think that they were trying to win. I think they were just trying to see what they had and what they could improve on.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I have never hated the Browns, and I don't think that the Browns have ever been a 2-11, 2-15 team. I don't think that they've ever been that. I don't think that when
We had like
When they-
the most conceptual, I can't say it. What is that word? The most in a row losses than anybody in the league. Like we are known
When-
for having
Consecutive?
0-15.
when they decided to put Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham Jr. on the same team, I never thought that they would have the record that they did.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that they were going to be contenders. Do I like the Browns? No, because I'm a Bengals fan. I don't like the Browns. I don't like the Steelers. That's off the rip.
Or the Ravens.
or the Ravens.
Well,
You have to have the Ravens. You have
I
to hate.
thought you would hate the Ravens
no.
more.
To me, I've never hated the Ravens. Never.
They took away the
I
Cleveland though,
love.
a little bit.
Yeah, but for me, I really loved Joe Flacco. I thought that the man was a great quarterback. I've always felt.
I guess
But
Browns.
I would have never thought that putting Odell Beckham Jr. and Baker Mayfield on the same team would result in a losing season. Never thought.
You would have never
I
thought
thought-
that Deshaun Watson and 4 different star players and the defense we started with at the beginning of the season would have us at a 2-15. Like there is
Who's-
no reason for that at all. None.
What's their Chubb is their running back. Who's their backup?
Ford. Jerome Ford.
Ward. Yeah, I never thought this year. I didn't even think that. This year. I didn't even think they were going to have a losing season.
Yeah, we shit the bed. And the one thing I noticed too about Deshaun is that when he starts a losing streak is when he gets injured. He like throws a little tantrum. It feels.
I
I mean,
don't
he
like-
had an Achilles issue, but
I don't like Deshaun Watson.
me either.
I don't. And next year, if they decide to change, because they're going to move on from Deshaun Watson, they are. They're
Mhm.
not going to keep him. If they go to
After the
Aaron
contract,
Rodgers, if they go to Aaron Rodgers, I don't see Aaron Rodgers coming to Cleveland and losing next year. I don't.
I
That's
don't
me
think
being
Aaron
honest.
Rodgers has another year in him. He's going to be 43. He's old.
But is he going to play for the Jets next year? I don't know.
He wanted to go to the Jets when he was with Green Bay. Like they made a decision and told him, "Hey, are you going to retire?" And he was talking about retiring when he was at Green Bay. And then last minute, because I guess him and his head coach, really butt heads a lot. That's when they got that new quarterback on their first round draft pick. I forgot who's the new quarterback with Green Bay now. He's really good.
Jordan Love.
I forget.
Jordan Love.
But
So
Aaron,
they picked up Jordan Love on Aaron Rodgers last year with Green Bay. They picked him up as a first round draft pick. Like how is that? That's a huge fucking slap in the face. You've got this amazing quarterback and your first choice.
they did that with Brett Favre though. They drafted him when Brett Favre.
I know they did that to Aaron Rodgers with.
And so but Aaron just turned 41. By the way, he's not 43. He just turned 41.
In
doesn't have
y'all's
much left.
opinion, in y'all's opinion, though, is Aaron Rodgers a bad quarterback?
He's
I think
old.
past his prime.
He's old.
He might be past his prime. He might be old, but I do not think he's a terrible quarterback.
He's
he's
not, but he's not amazing anymore either. He's not where he was. He's not Tom Brady. Tom Brady went out with a bang. Aaron Rodgers just needs to put his head up.
I agree with you, but is he better than Joe Flacco? Because I think he is.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he is. He doesn't have I don't think he came back from that Achilles injury 100%.
Well, arguably though, Joe Burrow didn't come back from that injury last year. He didn't come back the same.
Yeah, but
He
Joe
doesn't
Burrow's
even-
like 6'9", so we can see fucking the route a lot better.
Joe Burrow is an athlete, but he is not the same as he was 2 years ago. He is not the same. 2 years ago, he would have ran for 10 yards. He came back from the injury. He's not even running the ball. He's not the same quarterback.
So I have to say this though, like we were talking about who is the best tight end. I looked at an article, Pro Football Focus, the top 3 that we were even debating. George Kittle was number 1. Travis Kelce was number 2, and I said Mark Andrews. He was number 3.
Told you.
So I'm just saying, like,
We
debated.
agreed on that. Like
We debated, but we debated, and the top 3 were in there. So there you go.
Travis Kelce's just a name.
In my opinion, you can't argue that Mark Andrews isn't a contender.
Yeah.
George Kittle, what he does for that team, the 49ers, phenomenal. He's a good player.
Yeah.
If they had a quarterback, if they had, okay, I'm
agree.
a Bengals fan.
Brock Purdy's
But if the 49ers had Joe Burrow as their fucking quarterback, the 49ers would be the talk of the town right now.
Well, Debo, we forgot to even bring up Debo as a receiver, but Debo, or a running back, Debo's been injured. McCaffrey's been injured. So, I mean, Brock isn't that amazing at all, but they've got a good lineup of receivers too. That's why Brock Purdy looks good.
Yeah.
I'm a diehard Bengals fan. Win or
how many times have you said that?
Yeah, win or lose. Like I've just been a Bengals fan forever. Like I do not. To me, I don't care if we win or lose. I've never been the guy that was like, next year we're a Super Bowl contender. I've never been that guy. I've just always been a Bengals fan. Like I've just always loved them. Saints have always been my second team.
Well, I've always been, because I am a Browns fan, which you will never have to question my loyalty because I've been a Browns fan my entire life. But I've always been the person that's been like, well, we'll be a Super Bowl contender next year for my whole fucking life.
Yeah. In my lifetime, I never even thought that we would be to the Super Bowl. So the fact that Joe Burrow took us there, I was astonished.
When the Bengals went to the Super Bowl in the 80s?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been what, 3 times? And 2 times was against.
Were you born then? Okay, yeah, but you don't remember.
Yeah. I was born in 84.
Okay.
But 87, however, I don't remember. It had to have been before.
Yeah, I was born in 84, but I grew up like we were just Bengals fans. And to me, I never cared if they win or loss. Win or lose. I was just always a Bengals fan.
Okay, so
but
you were born after their first Super Bowl appearance. You said you were born in 84, so you were 5 when they went in 89. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, we lost twice in the Super Bowl to the 49ers.
Yeah.
Yeah, 49ers, Patriots, Dallas, and Chiefs can just suck it in the Super Bowl. Like, you've played enough, every one of you.
We haven't played
in a while.
30 years.
The 90s, the fucking everybody had a fucking Cowboys starters jacket in every state. Like
I had a Saints starters jacket. However,
everybody had a Dallas one.
At the same time, though, like currently, I don't think that the Bengals are going to be there within the next 5 years. I don't even think the Bengals are going to be to the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that. What I am saying, though,
Derek, look at the last time we've been to the Super Bowl, the Browns.
Never.
Ever.
What I believe,
it's like though, the 60s.
What I believe, though, currently, Bengals best offense in the league. Nobody would ever be able to change my mind.
If you guys had Myles Garrett on your defense, you guys would be unstoppable.
Next year, next year when he decides to be traded, who knows where he's going to go? If Myles Garrett gets drafted, or not drafted, if he gets traded for in the offseason to the Bengals,
It's game over.
it's game
That
over.
would be
You guys
over.
are playing. You guys are playing if you think the Bengals aren't going to make the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl next year. If somebody like Myles Garrett,
JJ Watt is another one.
JJ Watt,
Who are
don't
the
think
cousins?
JJ Watt's going
There's
to go
two
anywhere.
cousins that are fucking freaks.
I don't think JJ Watt's going to go anywhere next year. I don't think so. But Myles Garrett, I don't think he's playing for the Browns next year.
I think he's got one more year left in him to see what they're going to do.
The Browns will franchise tag him.
This is what I believe. I believe the Detroit Lions are going to trade for him next year.
That'll
That's
be
my
game over
opinion.
for Detroit. Like,
That's what I believe.
Done.
Either that or Micah Parsons from Dallas. They will trade.
When
for
was
him.
the last time the Browns went to the Super Bowl?
They never been at the Super Bowl.
Oh, God.
They have NFL championships 1950, 1954, 55, and 64. But they have never been to the Super Bowl.
I'm the most loyal motherfucker ever. 'Cause
along with Detroit, Houston, and Jacksonville. They're the only team to have never appeared in the Super Bowl.
As a Bengals fan, though, I don't hate the Browns. I've never hated the Browns.
You have no reason. We're
I-
not really a threat ever.
No, I mean you guys have done shit to us over the past like 10 years.
Yeah, we have done Myles Garrett to you guys. That's what we've done. Because our defense shuts down your offense when Myles Garrett's not playing like shit.
So as a fan of the Browns,
Mm-hmm.
do you think Myles Garrett is playing for the Browns next year?
Yes, he's got one more year left.
I don't know.
He has one, like he's gonna give it one more because Deshaun still has time on his contract, and him and Deshaun are tight. I'm telling you, he's got one more year.
Do I even hate Deshaun Watson?
I don't like him.
I don't know if I hate him, but he ain't playing for the Browns next year. They're not rebuilding a team around him next year.
Yes, they are.
They restructured his contract.
When?
Didn't they bench him this year?
Deshaun Watson?
No, he got injured. He tore his Achilles.
Oh, okay. So I'm wrong. I thought they benched him.
I'll take
Wrong.
Tua, who fucking runs at people head first.
Do you know what the sad thing is? Like Joe Burrow and Tua was in the same draft class. I was talking to my brother and I was like, bro, like, look, both of them are good quarterbacks. Tua is super injury prone. Please do not draft Tua. And then the sad thing is we draft Joe Burrow. And how many years? 4 or 5? He's been in the league, what, 4 years? How many years has he been injured? 3?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but so is Tua, though. But Tua injures himself. Like, he doesn't even need anybody to injure him.
you're
Tua
not
just
wrong,
fucking-
but is Joe Burrow or Tua answer? I don't think that either one of them are. I don't think so. That's my opinion. Do I love Joe Burrow? I'm a Bengals fan. Yes, I love Joe Burrow. Is he the answer? I don't think so. Is he
I
a
just don't.
great
I don't like
quarterback?
his
Yes.
attitude. I don't like his personality, and like that's a lot of the reason why I like George Kittle because of George Kittle's personality on and off.
I
the
love
field.
George Kittle.
Burrow is just a little fucking prissy bitch. That's why I really don't fucking like him. Like he comes
You
in
know
with his
what?
fur coats and no shirt on underneath it. Like, what are you?
Do you know what the crazy thing is though? Cooper Cup could be a free agent next year. Who do you think he's going to play for?
Who do you think Cooper Cup's gonna play for next year?
Not Dallas.
He's a free agent.
Browns.
He said Browns.
So okay, but if he plays for the Browns, they're an automatic contender.
Probably Falcons.
He thinks Atlanta Falcons. They were talking about possibly grabbing Aaron Rodgers.
Green Bay.
Kirk Cousins is done in Atlanta.
I think
The Browns.
I think Cooper Cup could play for Green Bay or the Lions next year.
No, because they've got Jordan Love, and Jordan Love's a freak. He's
Okay,
he's
but-
Aaron Rodgers freak type. Green
No
Bay.
matter who Cooper Cup goes for next year, they're an automatic contender.
Atlanta.
It's either going to be Atlanta or the Saints. Or, yeah.
He's a Saints fan.
To me, I think it's either the Lions or Green Bay. That's me.
I don't know where.
But the Cooper Cup automatically
Goff.
makes a team a contender.
The Lions is golf.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Well, no, he's not. Why would they even get a QB when they need a defense?
2 years ago, nobody even thought Jared Goff was a contender. That's my opinion. Nobody thought that Goff was a fucking contender. Last year and this year, he is.
Yeah, but again, that we're gonna have a circular conversation. It has a lot to do.
Miami, too.
So,
Cut. This fucking sign language.
Look.
sign language voice. We were just talking about Tua.
All I'm saying is Cooper Cup goes into free agency and he goes to the Lions next year. They are Super Bowl next year. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I don't think he has no reason to go to the Lions. They've got Jared Goff. They have they have to build their defense. Their offense is unstoppable. Their defense is what's fucking them.
What gives me the opinion though is what Cooper Cup has talked about the Lions and what they've done. What gives me the opinion that he'll go to the Lions next year is his Twitter account.
Their manager, I don't think is gonna. They've got this female manager who's rebuilt them for the last 2 years, and she's the reason why they went from what they were 2 years ago to what are they? 14-2 right now, or what are they?
So
13-2.
Mike, I don't even remember her fucking piece of shit name because I don't like females, but Mike Brown's
She's done some
daughter.
good shit.
Mike Brown's daughter is the only reason that we have Joe Burrow, right? So Mike Brown is getting super old. He's kind of getting kicked out. If it wasn't for his daughter, we would not have what we have.
Yeah, but you just said that he's injury prone and he's not. And he's not. You like him because he's a Bengals fan, but you basically admitted that he's a shit quarterback and you're not going anywhere with Joe Burrow, which I flat out agree with.
I am 100% a Bengals fan, win or lose. And I have always been. Right?
Jericho, we need a counter. How many times he says he's a Bengals fan?
No, I am. I'm a Bengals fan, win or lose. I don't care if we ever make it to the Super Bowl. I really don't. I've just always been a Bengals fan. Are we better than the Browns? Are we better than the Browns right now? Yes.
Yes.
We
Well,
absolutely are. Are we better than the Ravens right now? I don't think so. Are we better than the Steelers right now? I don't think so. Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the league. And I'm not a Joe Burrow fan.
Okay. Jericho, can you talk to him?
No, you can talk to me. Like I don't love Joe Burrow. But is he the best quarterback in the league 2024? Yes.
No, he's not.
He is. Stats tell that.
No, offensive line and receivers are what are telling that for that. But him being a scrappy, all-around good leader, no, he's not. Like, I'll admit that Tom Brady could be a top contender behind Joe Montana and Jim Brown.
No. John Elway, Joe Montana, John Elway, Joe Montana,
Jim
Terry
Brown.
Bradshaw.
Yeah, Jim
Terry
Brown.
Bradshaw. Those are the best quarterbacks in the league.
Bernie Kosar.
Joe
was really good.
Yeah, John Elway, Joe Montana, best quarterbacks in the league.
Okay, we agreed on that. What I'm telling you, though, is even though I agreed with you on that specifically, I'm telling you, Joe, let's have a tiebreaker. We agreed on Joe Burrow, or we agreed on Tom Brady. We agreed on George Kittle. Jericho, is Joe Burrow the best quarterback in the league?
Currently, no. Is he in the MVP conversation to get in the playoffs? Sure. But
there is, in 2024, there is not a single quarterback. Doesn't matter if you're Patrick Mahomes. It doesn't matter who you are. There is not a single quarterback in 2024 that has went 8 games with 250 passing yards, touchdowns.
Because he has the receivers and the line for it. You would say the same shit about Aaron Rodgers if he was on the Bengals right now. It has. I'm talking about straight leadership. I'm talking about seeing the ball and seeing the field. He doesn't have that.
If I am going based off just leadership alone, Joe Burrow isn't the guy. He doesn't have what it takes. He doesn't speak up when it needs. But out of rating, out of stats alone, Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the league.
But you're talking about an offense is what you're talking about. You're not talking about a quarterback. You're giving the quarterback all the credit for because if the receivers drop it, his stats go down. So you're talking about a complete offense. If we're talking about an actual quarterback in their position and in their leadership role and in their speak up and in their scrappiness and their run game, it's not Joe Burrow. So if you were to take any QB and put them in Cincinnati Bengals, here's a better way to put it. If you were to put any QB in the entire league on the Cincinnati Bengals, would you say Joe Burrow would be the number 1 contender to play on that team? Exactly. So that doesn't make him the best quarterback.
No, that's not what I'm saying, though. Is Joe Burrow the best quarterback in the league based off of 3 stats? Yes.
Yeah.
He is.
But that's unfair because that's a team effort.
Yards, touchdown, and quarterback rating. He is the best quarterback in 2024.
I would never want Joe Burrow on my team.
I'm not saying that I would either. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he is the best quarterback in 2024. It's not even close.
I will argue with you on the stance.
I could argue Lamar Jackson.
Thank you. I agree with you. Because Lamar is Lamar's playing like dog shit this year. To be honest with you. Considering
it is not even
he's
close.
A leader, he's scrappy. Like Lamar's a freak.
Okay.
We're talking about
42 touchdowns.
We're talking about an athlete, okay? Lamar Jackson is probably the best quarterback in the league. Stats wise, both or triple.
I agree stats wise, but you're giving too much credit to one person when the stats involve more than one person.
Because it's not even close. There is not a quarterback in the 2024 season that has the same touchdowns, rating, or yards. It's not even close.
Jarek, do you understand where my stance is on this? Like, are you getting it? 'Cause I don't
No.
think he's.
I mean,
I
can
can
make it.
understand. I understand where you're coming from. The best quarterback in the league in 2024 is Patrick Mahomes.
No, it's not.
Stat-wise, the best quarterback in the league, Joe Burrow. You can't even argue it.
He's like, you can't even argue, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine, but that you have receivers,
Passing yards, completions, QB rating,
touchdowns.
interceptions.
Yeah.
Show me.
But if you were
and
to put,
tell me.
But if you were to put Lamar Jackson on the Bengals, do you think that he would do better than Joe Burrow, or vice versa?
I'm not even arguing that.
Offense.
I mean, because he's a runner.
Lamar Jackson on the Bengals, we would have been in the Super Bowl 10 weeks ago. The problem is there is 3 stats that separate Joe Burrow from everyone else. And it's
those stats aren't reality,
even,
though, is what I'm trying to say.
Those stats are reality.
They are
not anybody in the
legitimate,
league.
but they're not reflective of the QB as a whole, is what I'm saying.
There isn't anybody in the league that is close to Joe Burrow in touchdowns.
Hey, Charles, are you a Bengals fan?
I am, but show me another quarterback in the league.
You can't argue the stats. You're right, but I'm telling.
There isn't another quarterback in the league that has 45 touchdowns. So it's not even close.
That's what I told him. I'm like, technically, it's Jamar Chase. He's got Jamar Chase.
Okay, but he has Jamar Chase. But what other quarterback in the league has 45 touchdowns? There isn't one.
Uh-oh. Where'd it go?
He has 42 right now. Lamar has 39.
Right. There isn't another quarterback in the league that has 42 touchdowns. There's not.
I agree. I mean, you can't argue the stats. Jero, you need to help me. Help me.
But for me though, I'm not even arguing from a position where Joe Burrow is like the MVP of the league. I'm not arguing.
That's what I thought you were arguing with me about.
No,
okay, then we are in agreement then with your stance. We're in agreement.
No, I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that he's the MVP. I'm saying as a quarterback, there isn't anyone in the league in 2024 that has his stats. There's not.
I agree with you. That's what I'm basically saying, because I think we were speaking 2 different languages. I don't think he's the MVP, but statistic-wise, you can't argue the numbers.
Saquon Barkley is the MVP of the league. 2,000 fucking rushing yards. There isn't a player on the field today in 2024 that done more than Saquon Barkley.
Do you agree with that? Saquon Barkley, is he the best in the league?
Right now he is.
Right now he is.
He surpassed all the other ones. Like, I mean, obviously
he has 2,000 yards rushing.
I wasn't paying attention to the yards because at one point it was McCaffrey, Chubb, and Derrick Henry, but they're all injured. Well, now it is, but last year those were the 3.
Saquon Barkley is the MVP of the league.
Well, you know
But
stats.
is
I don't
there
know
another
stats.
Saquon Barkley based off stats alone? MVP. But
George
is
Kittle,
there
tight
any
end. Who's the best wide receiver? MVP.
Jamar Chase?
Yeah. No, it has to be Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase, and it's not even close. Best quarterback in the league? Joe Burrow, and it's not even close. And that's not me just being a Bengals fan. It's based off stats alone. There isn't any other quarterback in the league that has his touchdowns, his passer rating, or his yards. It's not close.
I can't argue that, but he's not the MVP.
No, Saquon Barkley is.
No, I'm talking MVP QB.
MVP QB? Patrick Mahomes.
No, it's not.
Yes,
No, it's not. No, it is not.
It is, bro. And tied second, if not just more, Sam Darnold.
I don't know. I genuinely think it's Jared Goff this year. Or
To me, it is between Sam Darnold and Jared Goff.
okay, then we're in agreement on that.
That's my opinion.
Look at us agreeing. What the fuck? This is a weird.
Look, I'm a die-hard Bengals fan. There is not a quarterback. I'm a die-hard Bengals fan, but there's not a quarterback in the league that has brought up the same stats as Joe Burrow. However, is he the MVP? Is he the MVP of the league? No.
All right, I'm gonna go hang out with my kiddos because it's about that time.
Yeah, I probably need to get off here.
So,
Facts.
all right, I'll see you guys later. Happy New Year! I'll talk to you next.
Yeah, yeah. Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
All right. Love your face. Happy New Year.
I told you I didn't do any of that stuff yet.